When we talk about Dindigul Thalappakatti, the first thing that comes to our mind is what is the secret recipe?
The proportion of the spices you mix, that is secret.
If you have to have one dish for the rest of your life, what would you? நான் வந்து பிரியாணி தான் சொல்வேன் எப்பவுமே.
Imagine Shivaji Ganeshan has come in, MGR has come in. Whenever they go for shooting in Kodai, கேஸை பார்த்துட்டு என்னப்பா அவர் டர்பன் கட்டியிருக்காரு, தலப்பாக்கட்டியை மறந்துட்டு அந்த பிராண்டை பார்க்க ஆரம்பிச்சுவாங்க. சில பேர் என்ன சோகமா இருக்காரு.
Hello and welcome to the Dindigul Thalappakatti's Biryani podcast. My name is Mercy. Hope you all are doing good. When we talk about Dindigul Thalappakatti, the first thing that kind of comes to our mind is the secret recipe, right? What is the secret recipe? I'm sure everyone's heard of it, but nobody really knows it. So today we are going to try and understand what that secret actually means. Joining me is Mr. Satish, Managing Director of Dindigul Thalappakatti Restaurants, the person who's been carrying forward a legacy for almost 65 years in a small town in Dindigul, and now it's become a global brand. So today we are going to talk about the Unbreakable code, the values, the rituals, the philosophy that has kept the taste intact for generations. Welcome to the Biryani podcast, Mr. Satish.
Hi Mercy, thanks for bringing me here.
Yes, thank you so much. Yes. So before we start the discussion, I have to tell you a small story, right? How I first time went to Dindigul Thalappakatti and had the biryani. So this was back in my school, and I think Anna Nagarla there was a restaurant, Dindigul Thalappakatti restaurant, and my dad got to know in the mari or restaurant aarambichirukku nammalaam poi biryani saapidalaam appadinte. And I am this person, people ask these questions la, if you have to have one dish for the rest of your life, what would you அப்படினு கேட்டா நான் வந்து பிரியாணி தான் சொல்வேன் எப்பவுமே. So because biryani is one of my favorite dishes, and I remember going to Dindigul Thalappakatti long back and having the seeraga samba biryani for the first time, because என் வீட்டில் நான் சாப்பிட்டது வரைக்கும் எப்பவுமே பாஸ்மதி ரைஸ் தான். And I was blown. I was like, okay, இது என்னது புதுசா இருக்கு அப்படின்ட்டு. So you guys are the first ones to bring in seeraga samba biryani to Chennai, right? So tell us about that time. How was it? How did you decide, okay, Dindigul la irundhu ipo nama Chennai la expand pannalam? How was the time, and how did this all happen?
So I tried a lot of restaurants, taste food over there, but everybody was not having the seeraga samba rice.
Correct.
So I felt there is a gap. ஒரு கேப் இருக்கு. நம்ம பிரியாணி இங்கே கொண்டு வந்தோம்னா இட்ஸ் a different rice, different spice, because we don't use tomato in the biryani. So people think with making a good biryani we need tomato in it, but எங்கது வந்து கொஞ்சம் டோட்டலாகவே டொமேட்டோ இல்லாமல் more of a spice வச்சு தான் நாங்கள் டோட்டலாகவே பிரியாணி பண்ணுவோம். ஸோ தட் கேப் வாஸ் தேர். ஸோ சீரக சம்பா வந்து கொண்டு வந்துடலாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு வி டிசைடட். ஈவன் மை பேரண்ட்ஸ், when I spoke to my parents, they said it's very risky. So you want to invest so much money into this Dindigul Thalappakatti brand name, and already we are doing better in Dindigul. இங்கே செட்டில் ஆகலாமே, இருக்கு நீ போய் ரிஸ்க் எடுத்துட்டு சென்னையில் பண்ணுற அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டான். இல்லை நான் வந்து சென்னை பிள்ளைய கல்யாணம் பண்ணிட்டேன். பிள்ளை மீன்ஸ் தமிழ் பொண்ணு. Okay. So she doesn't want to come to Dindigul. So it's better I go and settle in Chennai. That's how I moved from Dindigul to Chennai. That's a story.
Okay, so it's because of your wife.
Yes, it's nice. Because of my wife.
Okay.
So nothing planned.
Okay.
So இங்கே வந்தோடனே அப்புறம் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ரெஸ்டாரண்ட் we opened in Anna Nagar, as is correctly said, we opened in Anna Nagar. ஓப்பன் பண்ணப்போ people didn't like the taste. ஏன்னா they are saying that சின்ன ரைஸாக இருக்குது, இட் வாஸ் இப்போ லாங் ரைஸாக இல்லை, பாஸ்மதி ரைஸாக இல்லை அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. அண்ட் இயர் மோஸ்ட் ஆஃப் த பிரியாணி இந்த டொமேட்டோ ஃப்ளேவரோட வர டேஸ்ட்டு எங்களுக்கு வந்து ஒரு டைரெக்டாக ஒரு ஸ்பைஸ் ஹிட் இருக்கும், கொஞ்சம் ஸ்பைஸியாக காரமாக இருக்கும். அப்புறம் நாங்கள் வந்து போன்லெஸ் மீட் யூஸ் பண்ணோம். ஸோ இங்கே வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா மட்டனில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா போன் இருந்துச்சு. வி யூஸ்ட் போன்லெஸ் மீட். ஸோ இது வந்து உங்களுக்கு டோட்டலாகவே டிஃப்ரெண்ட்டாக இருந்துச்சு. ஸோ ஃபஸ்ட்டு ஒரு 3 days 4 days வந்து க்ரௌட் வந்து அவ்வளோக்கா வரல, ரெஸ்டாரண்ட் சைடு க்ரௌடுக்காக வரல. தென் வி தாட் அபவுட் அவுட் வி கேன் டூ. தென் மை ஒய்ஃப் கேவ் அ சஜஷன், ஒய் கான்ட் வி ட்ரை அ நியூஸ் பேப்பர். அப்போ 2009 சோஷியல் மீடியா அவ்வளோ ஃபேஸ்புக்கில் அப்புறம் வந்துட்டு இருந்துச்சு அந்த டைமில். So we அந்த newspaperல வந்து we spoke about seeraga samba rice na enna.
Okay.
What is seeraga samba rice? What kind of spices we used? Why we are using boneless meat? And we use lot of ghee in our making biryani.
Right.
So இதெல்லாமே வந்து ஒரு பிக்சரா போட்டு அதை எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ண பின்னாடி people read about what is the seeraga samba rice,
right.
what are the spices these guys are using, and that's how the people started slowly coming inside our restaurant.
Okay.
So with word of mouth it started spreading. Another ஒரு 6 months பார்த்தீங்கன்னா எங்களுக்கு ஒரு 10,000 போயிட்டு இருந்த ஒரு நாளைக்கு ரெஸ்டாரண்ட் வந்து it went to nearly 2 lakhs, average 2 lakhs of business we used. Okay. Because of the support of the Chennai people, once they know what is the product they're eating, true. That's a product speaks first more than brand. Even though if you have a great brand from Dindigul, but if you don't like the product, people don't come to you. That's how Mandra is.
Yeah, very
true.
true.
Simple story of seeraga samba biryani.
Okay, that is so true because எவ்வளோ பெரிய ரெஸ்டாரண்ட்டாக இருந்தாலும் if the taste is not good, people are not going to go. And எவ்வளோ சின்ன ரெஸ்டாரண்ட்டாக இருந்தாலும் டேஸ்ட் இருந்ததுன்னா people will go. Like and especially I think நம்ம ஊரில் சரி தமிழ் பீப்புளாக இருந்தாலும் சரி I think we support good food and we all want good food.
And I am really happy that you are the first person to introduce seeraga samba in Chennai. இது எனக்கு வந்து இந்த பிரியாணி வந்து I want to sell it in North India. Delhi இருக்கட்டும் Mumbai இருக்கட்டும். That should be my long time goal which I want to conceive.
Okay. So moving on to the secret recipe, right? I'm sure, I'm not asking you about the ingredients, but I want to know what is that secret, right? Like, is it the technique or do you have a ritual or do you have some philosophy that you guys follow as a family because it's a family-led business? Okay. What does secret mean to you?
See, it is, you can't call it a secret, but the proportion of the spices you mix, that is secret.
Okay.
So whatever spices other restaurant use it for making biryani is the same spices which we use it. So we use only 4 kind of spices, which is cinnamon, cardamom, cloves.
Cloves, okay.
Yeah, cloves. And this 3 is the main spices. Annachi poo, annachi patriyana we don't use much.
Okay.
But they add little flavor into it. But most these 3 spices is the equal proportion which we mix it. And what secret recipe still now we uses that we do hand ground spices.
Okay.
நம்ம திண்டுக்கல் போனீங்கன்னா ஒரு 30 ladies working only for this hand ground spices.
Okay.
So நீங்க மட்டன் சுக்கா சாப்பிடா இருக்கட்டும் இல்ல பிரியாணியா இருக்கட்டும், it is all hand ground spices. We don't use machines to do the spices.
Okay.
Good that we are giving more employment to girls out there in Dindigul. ஏன்னா எல்லா பேரும் எங்கள் சொந்தக்காரங்க. Nearly around 1,000 people are working from Dindigul, which we are very proud that I'm giving 1,000 people employment only in Dindigul town. Yeah. So whenever the spice quality is there, I have to go and check it. But my mom is also there. Okay. So she is also placed there. So she is owner of this spices, grinding everything. She takes care of the 30 women over there who works over there. So she checks on the spices, quality. If any is reduces from what the spec we have, it has to be rejected, those kind of things. And we have a quality check also. So only restaurant which has a quality check-in for the spices. QA team, not for only spices, across each and every dish has to be approved by QA team, including the spices. So it is a systematic process நாங்க பண்ணிட்டு.
Right. So it's all science. Very much. Yeah, sounds like you know exactly what you're doing.
What my grandmother did, my mom follows, and still now she is there. Hope she is helping. She's taking care because I'm in Chennai. Correct. She is taking care of the spice grinding. Hope she doing better with the people over there. Yeah.
Okay, but tell me something. Can you make Dindigul Thalappakatti biryani at home by yourself?
Yeah, I have practiced along with my dad.
Okay.
My dad is no more. He passed away in 2012. But whenever we have a guest coming in, I love to cook.
You love to cook, okay.
This started when I studied in London. So I was missing my biryani.
Yeah.
So what should we do? Then I took the recipe from my mom and started cooking over there.
Oh, lovely.
There you don't get seeraga samba rice. Basmati you get. So correct. I started cooking basmati. So whenever I go to London, I carry some 10 kg rice and go to London and cook for my friends.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And your friends loved it?
And I have a lot of North Indian friends. They loved it. So that is the
Yeah, I
the
think-
confidence when you get it when North Indians love this biryani,
Correct,
right? That's
yeah.
how.
True.
Now there are few episodes. You know, Ranbir Bra.
Yes, I know
last
him,
3
yes.
days back, he was cooking Dindigul Thalappakatti.
Oh wow, lovely.
And NTR spoke about. Imagine the NTR Triple R hero. I
yeah,
think
yeah.
You know,
Junior
him,
NTR,
right?
of
Junior
course.
NTR. He spoke about Dindigul Thalappakatti. So there are a lot of celebrities which
Yes.
are coming. They spoke about Thalappakatti. Even olden days, if you see Prabhu, Kumbhakarai Tangya
Yes.
in those movies, Parthibanan spoke, Tamil actor Parthibanan spoke.
Yeah.
Shankar, he has come to our restaurant.
Amazing.
A lot of celebrities have been here.
Yeah, definitely. I think the brand has got its name, right? And especially when a brand is growing and everyone's talking about it, there's always a downside to it as well.
Yes.
I'm aware of the whole battle that happened, that you have to, like, you know, another person had to kind of take your name, and the whole trademark battle that happened.
Yeah.
Tell us about that time. How did you kind of deal with it? How, because it is your family legacy that you are trying to build.
Yeah.
And at that time, when another person or another chain of people come and try to take that, tell us about that time.
When I came 2009 to Chennai, I have seen already around 50 restaurants having a copy of our brand name. It's called Alal Thalappakattu.
ஆமா தலப்பாக்கட்டு நிறைய பார்த்திருக்கேன் நான்.
ஐ இருக்காது, யூ.
அதான் தலப்பாக்கட்டு, correct.
Then some with some tag name they'll add Thalappakattu, and there were a lot of brands. That time we were not having any restaurants.
Right.
That was our weakness. So I told my dad, see, there are a lot of people are making money with our brand name,
Yeah.
but original we are only stuck with Dindigul.
Right.
Let's go and expand. That's the one of our reason to come to Chennai.
Okay.
My reason was my wife. But my father allowed me because okay, my son will take this
Okay,
brand to Chennai, and maybe he'll try to close other brands.
Nice.
It happened. Slowly we filed the case against each and everyone.
Yeah.
Around 50 restaurants we filed.
Wow.
Imagine it's not only one.
Correct, yeah.
Even petty shops like they used to have a biryani.
Okay.
டக்குன்னு வெளியில பாத்திரத்தை வச்சு டங்குன்னு போட்டு அடிச்சுட்டு
Okay.
Then we came with the logo.
Yeah, okay.
இது எப்படி டிஃபரன்ஷியேட் பண்றது அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு who is the original னு சொல்லிட்டு we came up with the logo.
Yeah.
So bringing a face to the brand. I think the first person to bring a face to the restaurant brand is in India. I think it's me.
Oh, that's lovely.
So I think if you go to any other restaurant, I think maybe now they may be copying
Yeah,
it.
like at least on top of my head, nothing is coming. Like ஒரு ஃபேஸ் உள்ள ரெஸ்டாரண்ட் பிராண்ட் எனக்கு ஞாபகம் வரல.
திடீர்னு அந்த ஃபேஸை பார்த்துட்டு என்னப்பா இவர் டர்பன் கட்டியிருக்காரு, டர்பன் கட்டிட்டு உட்காந்துருக்காரு. த ஃபேஸ் நோ ஆக்சுவலி ஐ திங்க் தலப்பா கட்டியை மறந்துட்டு அந்த பிராண்டை பார்க்க ஆரம்பிச்சிடுவாங்க. சில பேர் என்ன சோகமாக இருக்காரு. A few comments also was there. We made that logo, and then we created Dindigul from where we came from. Dindigul was tagged along with the brand name on the cases. Finally, it took us 3 years battle to win this final case in Supreme Court.
Okay.
Imagine whatever they first bench, second bench, and they took us to Supreme Court. Still we won over there.
Okay.
But it was doing a business plus managing the cases. It was that time it was hectic for us.
I'm sure. Yeah.
And meanwhile my father also
Yeah.
so I have to manage all three.
Of course.
And because of my mom who took care of Dindigul,
The operations,
operations very well, I could manage Chennai operations.
Yeah. But that's
I have
great
to
that you
thank my
actually went ahead and took down, because it's such a prestigious name, right?
Yes,
Like you don't
yes.
want to give that away to
Yes.
other people.
Imagine Shivaji Ganeshan has come in, MGR has come in. Whenever they go for a shooting in Kodai, right? So most of the shooting happens in Kodaikanal.
Right.
Once we expanded around 4 restaurants,
Okay.
then there was aggressive.
Yeah.
Okay, this
you can
has to
see that
go.
it's working.
Yeah, yeah.
People are liking
People are
it.
liking
Of
it.
course, yeah.
Once I reached 4 restaurants, then it became like I have to go.
Yeah, it felt like it's your brand now. Yeah.
So then I went to Paris, then I went to US. Wherever Thalappakatti can grow, let's grow.
Nice.
That's the speed we went.
Superb.
Yes.
Lovely. I think we got to know a little about the spices, about your restaurant, how we started and everything. I'm sure we're going to talk a lot more about the restaurant, about you,
Yes.
about the people behind in the forthcoming episodes. That was Mr. Satish taking us through the whole process. We'll be back with another episode. This is Dindigul Thalappakatti's Biryani Podcast, and my name is Masi.